welcome back to Riggle's Picks. I'm Rob Riggle. With me, as always,
Darren Leader.
Wow, no, that was awful.
You want me to do it again?
No.
Okay, hold on. Do it one more time. It's awesome. Ready?
Hey, everybody. Welcome
Darren
back.
Leader.
Wait till I'm done. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Riggle's Picks. I'm Rob Riggle. With me, as always, now,
Darren Leader.
for the love of God.
I'll get it. Okay, we'll do it next time. I'm Darren Leader.
Gary's with us. Gary.
Yes, sir.
In the booth. No shirt again, but that's his thing, and I'm starting to accept it.
Is there some advantage? Can he turn knobs faster?
You know what? I don't even know. I don't
What's
even
up
care.
with that, Gary?
I saw a few shots of me. They were using the video, and I didn't like it, so I figured this would be off-putting enough.
Okay.
I mean, you have a nice physique. I mean, you're a muscular guy.
You could use some tanning, some color in your skin.
That's not for you to say.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway,
It's okay.
we have an incredible show today. I'm very excited about it. Joining us today, Tom Lennon, everybody. Maybe you know him as Lieutenant Jim Dangle from Reno 911.
The coolest sheriff, shorts-wearing sheriff in the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
And also a prolific Hollywood writer, screenwriter. I mean, he wrote Night at the Museum.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. But Night at the Museum in the top 25 or the top 10 all-time grossing movies. Like, this guy knows how to write movies.
Thomas Lennon is not worried about paying his T-Mobile bill.
I would not assume so. And also, he genuinely funny, creative. He's a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood.
Yeah, he's. I mean, the guy he's hilarious,
Yeah.
and he obviously he writes, produces all the things, and he acts.
And it started in the state, which is another. I mean, that's a whole that alone. He was a member of the State, which is one of the all-time great sketch comedy troupes.
Yep.
And it's been around forever. They're actually going back out on tour, which I'm so grateful and glad they are.
I'm catching that show.
I'm catching that show too because
you want to have a date night?
I'll have a date night with you.
Awesome.
Boom! That just happened, Gary.
Is that an invite?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll be there.
Okay, good. She got to wear a shirt.
Wait,
Deal breaker.
Gary's coming?
No, not if I have to wear a shirt. I'm not.
Okay.
Technically, I
think you have to wear a
I think you have
shirt.
to wear a shirt.
Have fun.
You're missing a good time. Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, Tom's got a lot going on, and he's going to be our guest today, which I'm so stoked about, bro.
Yeah, man. When I found out that Thomas Lennon is going to be the guest, I tripped out because I was like, because I have a Lieutenant Jim Dangle Halloween costume. And,
Do you really?
Yes.
That's
a
a great costume, by the way.
It's legendary. A lot of people actually dress up like Jim
Yeah.
Dangle because it's fantastic. And I want to know if the boots are real. Like I want to, you know what I mean? I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know if he's got them.
Oh, if he doesn't, the Smithsonian does.
If he doesn't have those, if he doesn't have the boots, it's a crime.
Yeah. And I don't know anybody who doesn't put on boots these days and doesn't say, I'm just new Boot Goofin.
Nobody doesn't say
Yeah.
it. New Boot Goofin.
It's become part of the lexicon of America.
Just how it rolls up. New Boot Goofin.
I'm new Boot. Just new Boot Goofin. New Boot Goofin.
And that wasn't in a script, obviously.
No, it was him joyfully enjoying his new boots. He was genuinely new Boot Goofin.
New Boot Goofin.
He was genuinely new Boot Goofin. And it came from the soul. That's why it resonates, man.
It's one of the most authentic lines on TV ever.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So
how are you?
I'm good, man. Are you when you go out?
Mm-hmm.
Are you new Boot Goofin?
I'm more of a like a Vans sort of Nike guy.
But you're Southern California through and through.
Totally. I'm not a boot guy.
Yeah.
I don't look or feel authentic in boots unless it's Halloween and I'm in a Jim Dangle outfit, which is totally appropriate. But I'm more of a Vans, tennis shoes, flip-flop.
You have a Southern California vibe, and that's earned because you
I was born here.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Got it.
Which there's like 6 of us.
Right. I wear cowboy boots.
But you're from Kansas City.
I'm from Kansas City, so it's a little, you see it more often.
Right.
And also when I was in the Marines, I was stationed in Corpus Christi, Texas. And
that'll do it.
You wear cowboy boots.
Yeah.
If you're going out in Corpus Christi.
Yeah. I feel like my toes look funky in a pointy shoe. I feel like I'm like a wizard, and
you don't want to. You don't like that.
I don't want to put that vibe out.
That's a negative somehow.
Well, I don't want to put the vibe out because I don't want to give anyone false hope for like me casting spells on their behalf or against them.
You're afraid that if you wear cowboy boots, people will think you're an actual wizard.
Stranger things have happened, Rob.
Especially in Southern California.
You know what I mean? Especially if I wear cowboy boots and a robe with moons and stars on it, it's just not good.
Let me ask this. Hypothetical. You're going out to the club in Vegas.
To the what?
The club.
The club?
The club.
Okay.
So you're going out to the club in Vegas. What would you wear to be stylish and comfortable? Go.
What would I wear
Too long. Again, you're going to the club in Vegas.
Right.
What would you wear to be comfortable and stylish? Go.
High top Vans.
Okay.
I'm wearing long Dickie shorts. They're khaki. I'm wearing white socks to pull up, and I may even have super sport stripes on the socks. I may rock this tank top, but I also may wear a button down fluffy shirt, maybe a velvety sort of thing, and or a tank top with a Dickies buttoned on the top like a cholo, because
I was about to say from the waist down you're a cholo.
Straight up, but I may go cholo all the way up, full shaved head, neck tattoos. That way, the ladies know I'm ready to party.
You're dangerous.
I'm dangerous. Also, dudes don't really mess with you.
Well, they're not going to mess with you because your back is like the size of Russia, and you have tats.
Yes, and when you put the ensemble together like that, like if I wear slacks with like Dickie or Dockers and a button-up shirt, like something like you might wear.
Hold on, wait, back up.
What?
What did you say about what I would wear?
No. I'm just saying, if I looked like I went out like you dress, it would be rough.
Are you saying that the way I dress invites physical violence towards me?
No, I'm saying if I dress the way you dress, it would. You're cool. You're good. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
Well, today I'm obviously in a casual Gates Barbecue from Kansas City T-shirt and my Patrick Mahomes red tennis shoes.
You look good,
Patrick Mahomes.
You look good. How long did the doctor say you got to wear those shoes?
I'm
just kidding. Kidding, Pat. Those are cool shoes.
Those Pat Mahomes.
Those are strong. They're strong. Yeah, no, it's a good shoe. I'm wearing the Air Jordans.
Gary, if you had to go to the club in Vegas, what would you wear?
Well, from past experience, I don't think I'm getting in with sneakers, but if I could, I'd probably wear some high-end sneakers. And I'm a traditionalist. I like the nice black tee, maybe a V-neck with jeans.
Classic. He's a classic look.
If I wear a V-neck,
can't go wrong with that. By the way.
Yeah. It's it's safe. You're not going to get turned away.
I can't pull a V-neck off.
I can't pull a V-neck off either. I need tight crew.
I'm tight crew unless I go tank. I can wear tank, but I can't wear T-shirt V-neck because it just looks.
What would I wear to the club? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, it's what I asked.
Rob, what would you wear to the club?
Oh, hey Gary, I don't know. Thank you.
Too late.
No, obviously I would wear cowboy boots.
Okay.
Exceptionally tight jeans. Exceptionally tight.
Like tight all the way down the leg or just in the butt?
There's not one place that's not tight.
So jeggings.
I don't know.
They're like jeans, but they're like leggings. They like suck onto your legs. Okay.
From all the way.
Yeah, I get that.
And then a tucked in puffy shirt.
You're killing me right now with awesome.
A bolo tie.
Belt? We doing a belt?
Yes.
Snakeskin?
Yes.
Okay.
Or alligator.
Alligator's classy. Alligator's more declare.
Alligator with a bold color.
Okay.
Bold color. A puffy shirt, a bolo tie, and an eye patch.
Which eye?
My left.
Okay.
And that's it. That would be my club.
How are you styling your hair that night? Faux hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll come it all forward.
I love that.
Thank you for the faux hawk.
Yeah.
That's actually, I was going to even say maybe Gordon Gekko greaseback.
No.
But the faux hawk, now, you've piqued my interest. Now I'm thinking about doing that in life, not just at the club.
I think that if you do it outside the club, it was going to be awesome. You know what? You should troll around town like that.
Well, here's the thing. The reason I chose that outfit is because if you go to the club, you got to have a story. You can't just show up at the club and be like, I'm here to dance.
Right.
I'm Bob. I'm here to dance. That doesn't cut it.
That's not in this day and age.
Yeah. You got to be Rico Suave, somebody dangerous from a foreign land that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
And that, what's with the eye patch? No one knows. And
what's the story?
And everybody's afraid to ask.
Yeah.
And then now you're at the club, and now you're somebody at the club.
Yeah, you're somebody. You're intriguing, is what you are, and you've set the stage, and you've put your net out there, and you're gonna collect it, see what you snare in your net. I get it.
All right, we're on the same page. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Good.
So Thomas Lennon.
Yeah, Thomas Lennon is our guest today. I cannot wait to talk to him.
I can't either. I can't wait to see what he wears. I can't wait to see what he's up to, and it's just gonna be exciting to find all that out.
Gary. Release the link!
Release the link!
That's how we get our guest online here with us.
It's a little overboard, but it totally works.
I like release the link. Release the link!
Oh.
It's like release the Kraken, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so nice to see you, Tom. And thank you for joining us. Everybody, Tom Lennon. Give it up, Tom Lennon. Tom joining me, as always, Darren Leader and Gary Smith producing. Gary is
off camera because his face is not that great.
And he's shirtless. But trust me, he's a real pro. He knows what he's doing.
He's less camera ready than you guys?
Can you believe it? I know. Wow. That's kind of a policy we have here.
Okay. I'm just checking.
So you were saying that you're a man of the people, which God bless you, and you demonstrate that by doing this in the laundry room.
I did it in the laundry room. It's been an interesting. We've had 3 years to pick the Zoom background that makes us seem the least pretentious.
Yeah, God bless.
And this is where you landed.
And I've landed on laundry room.
Yeah, good call.
Because every once in a while, like I did, I had to audition for Nancy Myers for a movie over Zoom.
Yeah.
I guess right behind her, it looks exactly like a fucking Nancy Myers movie.
Yeah.
just like every book has a wonton with it.
Yeah.
It's like a little flower and some shit. Yeah.
I do a lot of Zooms myself underneath a car, underneath the chassis. Just so people, again, I think it's the same mindset.
Man of the people.
Yeah. Just a man of the people. Excuse me while I change these plugs, but also I'd like to audition for your film.
That's cool.
So I wrote 2 of the Night of the Museum movies, but I have not very good washer dryers.
What are you talking about? Those are state of the art. Those are fantastic.
I love it. It's because the focus is soft. They're not state of the art.
Those look like they have Wi-Fi built in.
Yeah. They do.
They do not have Wi-Fi, I promise.
I don't know about that. But so, Tom, you and for everybody at home, I think everybody recognizes you for your character as Jim Dangle is obviously it's iconic at this point, and I don't know anybody who wears cowboy boots these days without saying Boot Goofin.
New Boot Goofin is something that my friends and I constantly say to this day, and I want this is the question everybody wants to know: do you have the boots?
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh
no.
Shut it. Right. No. Shut it right now, because this is going to be. You will not be able to top this. If he gets the boots, dude, game over.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to push quit on Zoom, and I'm going to kill myself because you can't get better.
I think if this happens, I will move to where they drop
Come on,
that first.
Guys, what are you doing?
Oh my God!
Did I have them?
We got the boots.
They're very close by. Like I literally just said, they were almost in this room.
I am right now. I'm losing my mind.
These are the best.
Guys, little secret about the boots, and this is where Tom meets the character Lieutenant Dangle. The boots are out, obviously.
Yeah.
Our buddy Travis Kelsey, is that his name?
Yes.
So he referred to himself as New Boot Goofin this week, and I think it was because of the mustache. Yeah. But it's the boot. But here's where Tom comes in.
Inside. You're taking care of him. You're taking care of him.
These are going to be museum quality. These are mint for life.
I'm telling you, those boots. Those boots and your character.
How do they smell? They
smell like Kenny Rogers' scrotum.
Oh.
They actually made the chicken the same seasoning as the bottom of his scrotum.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Oh, just like leather. just
Mhm.
like
leather and Old Spice.
It's like hot leather and cheese.
right. I do a thing like the guy from. I have a couple of these made. Who's the guy that does Yellowstone?
Costner
No,
or
yeah,
Taylor Sheridan.
yeah. I have a couple thousand of these made for me every couple of weeks just to keep.
Totally sensible.
Those I can tell those get worn.
My
And by
leather
the way,
cutler in business.
I'm so glad you're taking care of them because I jest not. Those are going to the Smithsonian.
I'm just saying, if you ever want to get into a side business, Thomas Lennon's new Boot Goofin store, and you sell just that pair. All white boots.
I got a question for you. Speaking of, what is the dumbest thing that you could have and should have taken from a movie set from a character that you didn't?
Oh.
Something from the Cafe wine mixer?
I should have taken Will Ferrell's wooden gun from the other guys.
Perfect.
It was
Got it.
there.
Perfect.
It was there, and I had
Perfect. Incredible.
I didn't do it though.
I had a badge in The Dark Knight Rises as for my doctor badge.
Yeah.
It had my picture on it, and it said Gotham General Hospital.
You didn't take it?
What the hell is wrong with me? It was right there.
You know there's a catering kid somewhere with that on his wall.
Yeah.
He just took
Of course.
Oh my God,
Gotham,
that would have been
Gotham General Hospital. Oh,
that would have been a good one. So, Tom, I first became familiar with you and learned about you watching The State, like I think everybody else did. That's my first exposure, and then I remember, watching you in The State and being blown away because I loved sketch comedy, I loved ensemble, I loved all that stuff. But the first time we ever met was in New York City. You were doing I think it was a Viva La Variety Show.
Or the Viva Variety Show, yeah.
And you had to do a live stage thing for Comedy Central, and I was just a student at the Upright Citizens Brigade, but they asked me to come do a bit with them, and you were hosting the. Do you remember this?
Was it Caroline's Comedy?
Yes,
it was
I think
Caroline.
so. I think it was.
It was. Not only was that was the same night, I believe, that we did a bit. And I think Mark Maron came out and roasted the entire Comedy Central executive team, and it was really fucked up.
That's awesome.
That was you were at an incredible night then.
But I just remember because I was just a student, and Besser and Poehler and Ian Roberts, and they asked me to come, hey, will you play this bit character in the sketch or something we're doing? I was like, oh, absolutely, anything. But I remember watching you on stage and thinking, oh my God, that's Tom Lennon from The State. It was such a cool moment. It was a very cool moment.
It was a great show.
We love the Upright Citizens, obviously. We all of us feared Mark Maron just a little because he was so intense.
Yes.
And like the Viva Variety, we came out and we did he looks like Robert De Niro. Hey, fun, we're having fun in this stupid show. And then Maron came out and did the darkest 40 minutes that no one ever recovered from.
Yeah. That was before his podcast, obviously. So, I mean, he was very edgy back then. He was
real edgy back then. But it was
real edgy.
That was a funny night. That was were you involved when the UCBs they dubbed over the entire movie It's a Wonderful Life? That was almost at the exact same time. They made a whole movie. They did the Woody Allen What's Up Tiger Lily. I thought you would have been involved in that. I
got involved. I had a full-time job back then, so I was only able to work at nights and stuff, so I couldn't get involved in a whole lot of stuff. But I think I was in Martin and Olaf. I had little bit parts.
Oh, sure.
And in their show, in their TV show, I would always get little bit parts in their TV show, and I was in the Marines, so I'd actually have to take leave to go tape during the day. Sketches. Yeah, go be in sketches and stuff. But I loved everything about the New York scene back then.
It was a good scene. Yeah, but the punchline of that story is the UCB, everybody at Comedy Central, they're like, look, It's a Wonderful Life has become public domain, and we can do it. So we roll the video and you talk over it. They were doing a Mystery Science where they just dubbed the entire movie. And then they found out the day before, they're like, oh shit, we can't do that at all. They worked on it for months.
Yeah. Thanks intern who didn't check.
Yeah, Richard, can we do that? Totally. You guys could do whatever you want.
Every once in a while back in the old days, people would be like, yeah, just do it. Yeah. And then that was truly not crew.
So the cool thing about the state was there was this prolific sketch comedy group who did just wonderful things, and everybody from that troupe went on to do amazing things as groups and as individuals, and the credits and the comedy royalty that you guys have become.
Weird.
It's destiny. You guys were all super talented, just super talented.
Folks,
and now
the groups that came out were Stella, Reno 911, Children's Hospital, like so many shows, Viva Variety. There's like 10 or 12 shows that came out of the state, basically. Yeah,
absolutely.
And
they all became prolific writers and directors and actors. I mean,
not all the stuff's good, but we did a ton of shit.
I think that the state was one of those kind of trailblazing comedy shows where like the comedy, it wasn't on the head. It was like around the jokes were around the concepts, and that's what blew me away about it. It was so engaging and funny as hell, and it was super creative. That's what I loved about it.
Good sketch comedy is so hard, and when it's done well, I think people take it for granted because it's not done well that often.
Yeah,
we were trying to be like a reaction to, like when we were coming up, there had been a couple runs of Saturday Night Live some of that had been amazing, some that had been weird. And it was right when we were starting to become angry young youths, it was when SNL was during one of its probably not best phases.
Yeah.
And we just hated the idea. We were just mad about everything. So like, why were we so mad? We thought we were the Clash. We were just like, so we hated like anything that was like an impression of somebody. We would never do. Anything that was political, never. Anything that resembled anything we'd ever heard anybody talk about, we wouldn't do. So half the time we're just doing nonsense.
Yeah,
that was what was beautiful. I mean, as a viewer, it was fresh. I think that's the word. It was unlike other stuff, and it was, you never knew what you were gonna get, and it was so creative. I mean, I loved it. So.
Yeah.
I obviously I'm here to also plug it. We're on the road right now, about to be doing a bunch of
dates. That's I was gonna get to that.
You got Chicago November 25th.
You guys are out there. That's awesome.
In New York, October 16th, 17th, 18th, Boston the 19th, and then Chicago the 24th of November, and then Seattle. If you just go to the state, but what I think people will enjoy, it's not a greatest hits show, but all of the hits are well represented.
Yeah, good.
It's like there's some new sketches of old characters and vice versa. It's I don't know why at 53 years old we decided right now to take on the hardest show we've ever done.
Cause it's fun and the people want it.
Yeah,
I was looking at my area, like we all have a little area backstage, and I'm like, mine's got a fucking banjo and rollerblades and a bunch of different thongs and like all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm somebody's dad. I'm the dad of like a pretty much grown man, but I got my thong and my rollerblades and my banjo.
That's the best.
That's awesome.
And we're not making that much money, guys.
What size are you doing? Theaters?
We're doing like pretty nice medium-sized venues. I think the theaters we play tend to be like 1,800.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Things like that.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Well, it's time. It's also time with lifelong friends, I would assume. That's what I always enjoy. I still go down and do Largo shows with guys from the UCB that I've been doing stuff for 20 years. I just love spending time with them and doing comedy with them.
We were getting ready for the first, like, we did a test show out in Denver. And we've been together since 1988.
That is amazing.
Wow. We were a comedy club at NYU, so like both the good and bad of a group like that runs deep.
Yeah.
Like every exchange.
So when you're back together, when you're touring currently, do the, like you said, do the old disagreements, do they pop up every now and then?
Yeah. Nobody changes. People just kind of get they sharpen who they are. But we're going through we're rehearsing the show. This is about a month ago or so. I thought I was having like nervous jitters. Turns out I got full-blown COVID again.
Oh no.
Like in the middle of the show, and I'm like, why do I feel so weird?
Yeah.
But it was basically Michael Jordan with the flu. It was one of the great nights of my life.
Wow.
But I said to the state, we were all standing around before the show, and we're all like in thongs and old and exhausted. I got COVID. Everything's a mess.
Yeah.
I was like, none of us are ever gonna feel more alive than we do right now.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic way to look at it.
That's really awesome.
With a show that has to go on in about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
That is about 40% ready.
Boy, that's the high wire act, though. That's the high wire act. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You feel alive.
You really do. You really do. And there's no other way to describe it than being like that 40%, about 40% ready, enough that you could muscle through if you had to. But God, it's not super tight. But we're gonna get there. You know.
Anybody else is off even by a tiny bit.
Right.
It's the
train wreck.
It's the cage of death.
Yeah.
If one of these motorcycles spins out of control, all of the other 7 motorcycles are also going to end up in a ball on a fire at the bottom.
But I'm so happy you're doing this tour. I'm grateful as a fan. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that
it's
you're
been a lot of fun. I hope you can come and make. Are you in LA right now? Are you in?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in LA. We're at the Novo Theater on October 24th downtown.
I love that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Done and done.
I'm in.
All right. I love it. That's fantastic. I can't wait to see it. And I also want to thank you for a sketch that you did, or a scene that I show friends to this day. I still show people. I always bring it up. That's why I always reference it and I always bring it up. And when people say, I'm not sure what you're talking about, I go, stop whatever you're doing, and I make them watch. It's the Lotto scene in Reno, 911.
Thank you.
It's one of the most satisfying comedic scenes because it was executed to perfection, acting wise, by everybody. It just was, and the bit, it's just a funny comedy bit.
I really appreciate it, especially because we weirdly fought about that. That was my idea. I wanted to do it.
I love that.
You know how, like, when you're in a sketch group, everything's taken too seriously. Like, it's just like, you know, everything's
it's
like
debated and overthought too much.
Like chairs get thrown across the room. So that one, I stuck my neck out on that, even though everybody was mad that there was like a logic issue. And I'm like, it has happened. The machines will print out. You can go ask at the gas station, hey, what were the winners yesterday? And it'll print out and show you. It's not a winning ticket. It just shows you what numbers came up, you know? So basically the machine went crazy and spit out like tons of
winnings. Winnings.
But it was, I do love that it has the line, you're the second person that's
that was my favorite today. That was and then when he goes, who's the first? And when he goes first, you don't even look up. You're at the podium and you just kind of do the point. So good. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was executed to perfection.
I really love that one.
Everybody it's one of those sketches that I'll never ever forget. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Every once in a while you get a lot of bang for your buck for something that was not a lot of effort went into it.
So good though. Just everybody, and Carrie in that was so satisfying.
Everybody basically is just been ready to murder the other ones of us every second.
It's so good. It's great. It's funny as hell.
I'm thinking about it. I'm getting so pleased just thinking about it. Listen, hey, we have taken too much time because I know you got to go, but I just want to thank you so much, Tom. It's so good to see you.
Anytime.
And you're the best. Keep doing what you're doing because you make everybody so happy, and we're all grateful.
We have a whole movie written for us that's supposed to go at some point, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Oh, I keep my fingers crossed too. I haven't lost faith. It's just timing. It's timing.
Just keep making it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
It'll get done.
We're gonna sing "Paradise by the Dashboard Lights" on screen sometime. It's happening. It's uncut. That's the key.
I'm excited about that.
Me too, man.
All right.
Thanks so much, Tom.
Thanks,
Love you.
Tom.